Hey there, digital defenders. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Suresh Babu, and today we are talking about something that affects all of us. In fact, it affects the very fabric of the world we are living in. We are diving into the cybersecurity trends of 2025, and yes, I know cybersecurity may not always sound like the most exciting topic, but bear with me for a second. Why should you care? Because the future of internet, the future of home we work, communication, even live depends on it. It's more than just protecting networks or servers. It's about protecting the digital spaces. That's our world is becoming reliant on. Now, I want to start with the question: what if I told you that the very foundation of cybersecurity is about to change? What if we are no longer just fighting the same old threats, but stepping into a new age of innovation, challenges, and opportunities? To truly understand the trends we are going to discuss today, we need to ask, why does cybersecurity matter so much? Why do you need to care about the trends in 2025? Let's rewind a bit. The 90s and early 2000s. The internet was a small new frontier. Think back to we used it to send emails, surf the web, maybe shop online or make a few video calls. It was about information, some private, some public, but was still mostly contained in simple applications. Then, as we moved into 2010s, we saw the birth of cloud computing, social media, and mobile tech. That's when everything started to change. Our digital lives become intertwined with our physical lives in ways we hadn't anticipated. We started to put more of ourselves online: personal data, work data, health data, financial records, everything. And that's when cybersecurity really started to matter. But here is the kicker: the tools we use to protect ourselves from these threats are still evolving. And in 2025, these tools will have to evolve faster than ever. Why? Because the threats are getting more sophisticated, the attackers are more organized, most, and we are more dependent on the digital world than ever before. So, what's going to change in 2025? First up, AI powered security, artificial intelligence. It sounds futuristic, right? But in reality, AI is already here, and by 2025, it will be absolutely critical in cybersecurity. Now, let's get something straight. AI won't replace the role of human cybersecurity professionals. What it will do is amplify their ability to detect, respond to, and prevent attacks in real time. Machine learning, a subset of AI, will be backbone of this transformation. By 2025, we'll be seeing AI working in the background, analyzing thousands, if not millions, of data points. Things like network traffic, user behavior, and even social media signals, and detecting threats we wouldn't be able to spot ourselves. It's about catching threats before they happen, not just reacting to them. Let's imagine a global bank in 2025. They process millions of transactions per second. How would they possibly ensure that all these transactions are safe? Well, this is where AI-driven threat detection comes in. AI constantly monitors every transaction, analyzing patterns in user behavior. Maybe someone is logging in from a new location or transferring more funds than usual. When the system detects something out of the ordinary, it immediately halts the transaction, sends an alert, and flags it for review. And here is the kicker, it doesn't stop there. AI uses predictive analytics, which means it doesn't wait until after the damage is done. It prevents it from happening in the first place. Think about it. This predictive ability isn't just about reacting, it's about preventing breaches before they even happen. Next, let's talk about zero trust architecture. It sounds intense, but principle is very simple. Never trust, always verify. The traditional idea of cybersecurity was that you create a strong perimeter defense, a big wall around your network. Once someone got inside, they were trusted. But if the wall isn't enough, what if someone inside the network was a threat? Zero trust challenges the assumption that everything inside your network is safe. Instead of assuming trust, zero trust requires continuous verification. Whether you are inside or outside the network, every time someone accesses the resource, the system verifies their identity, device, location, and behavior. By 2025, organizations of all sizes will need to implement zero trust. And it's not just for large enterprises. Even small businesses will need to adopt it, especially as more employees work remotely. Because let's face it, traditional network boundaries doesn't exist anymore. Let's take the example of a tech startup. They have employees working from all over the world on different devices. With zero trust, every time someone tries to access the company's database, they are verified, no matter where they are logging in from, no matter how many times they have logged in before. Even if someone compromises an employee's password, zero trust means they still won't get it. The system continuously verifies whether the person or device requesting access is trustworthy again and again. Let's talk about the quantum revolution. You have heard the buzzwords, but what does quantum computing really means for cybersecurity? And why should you care about in 2025? Quantum computers work in a way that classical computers can't. They use quantum bits or qubits, which can exist in multiple states at once. This gives them the ability to solve problems at speeds that we can't even imagine with traditional computers. Now, here is the problem. Quantum computers have the potential to break encryption methods we rely on today. Encryption is the foundation of how we keep data safe. Whether it's protecting your credit card number, your medical records, or confidential company data. Encryption is what keeps the information out of hands of cyber criminals. But quantum computing is threatening to crack that encryption wide open. Here is where it gets interesting. Quantum encryption is a solution to this problem. Let's take a healthcare organization in 2025. They have adopted quantum encryption to protect sensitive patient data. With the quantum encryption, even if a quantum computer attempts to break it in, it's virtually impossible to them to decrypt the data. In 2025, quantum encryption will become a game changer, particularly for industries like healthcare, finance, and government, where the stakes are incredibly high. As technology advances, there is another challenge that we can't ignore: the cybersecurity skills gap. As businesses embrace digital transformation, they are realizing that the demand for skilled cybersecurity professionals is growing faster than the supply, and this gap is only going to widen in the coming years. By 2025, the demand for cybersecurity talent will continue to rise. Companies will need to upskill their existing teams and make cybersecurity education a priority in order to stay ahead of threats. But here is the kicker: the remote work will make things even more complicated. Securing a distributed workforce is not easy task, but by 2025 it will become imperative for organizations to secure their remote work setups through strong VPNs, endpoints, and zero trust systems. So here we are, cybersecurity trends of 2025. We have talked about AI-driven security, zero trust, quantum encryption, the skills gap, and remote work security. But why does it matter to you? Because these trends are the future of how we keep ourselves, our businesses, and our data safe. It's no longer just about locking the doors. It's about rethinking security at every level, starting with the trust we put in our systems. Let me ask you, how are you preparing for these changes? What's your role in this cybersecurity evolution? Drop your thoughts in comments below, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We are in this digital world